perpetual and motor skill performance. The analysis of football players' activities shows the physical capacity differences in playing position. Studies indicate that male midfield players have the highest aerobic power compared with attackers and defenders. Male footballers cover an average distance of 11 kilometers during a 90-minute match. This corresponds to the mean speed of 7.2 km per hour. How far a player runs is just one measure of the physical demands of the game. 1,000 meters are covered in high-intensity running that comprise of 20 very short, fast sprints. Elite female players cover similar distances and high-intensity runs as male players. Players can train activities every 3.7 seconds of the game, yielding 1,459 activity changes. Environmental factors. The preceding diet and amount of resource nutrient that is available affect energy and nutrient requirements of the athlete. Nutrients derived from ingested food and fluid is converted to fuel during exercise. The body also stores nutrients in organs and tissues, which goes a long way to sustaining a given exercise intensity and duration. An optimal diet will provide the athlete with sufficient fuel stores and with nutrients that are essential for energy, metabolism, and vital bodily functions. For example, nutritional factors such as antioxidants affect the strength of an athlete's immune system and their ability to recover between sessions. This will be discussed in greater detail in Chapter 7. Another factor that affects energy and nutrient requirements is training adaptations. Exercise training combined with the optimum diet have the ability to train and adapt the athlete's physiology, causing an altered exercise metabolism that may favor sports performance. The greatest impact on the exercise performance through enhanced physiological and biochemical adaptations may be in the application of specific nutritional principles to sport athletes' intensive training demands. Spirit and Gibala emphasize existing and new developments in nutritional practice that may influence adaptations to training. These are caffeine ingestion and its ergogenic effect, creatine ingestion and its ability to increase muscle fiber size, using intramuscular triacylglycerol as a fuel during exercise and its repletion, and gene and protein expression in muscles and the role of nutrition. The authors stress that research in these areas will alter nutritional recommendations given to athletes, which will improve the adaptive response to training. Chapter 9 will explore the performance-enhancing or ergogenic effects of caffeine and creatine. Endurance training increases fat oxidation, that allows more fat to be used as a source of fuel during exercise, increase oxidation of circulating fatty acids and triglycerides in the muscle occurs as a result of training duration. There are ample stores of fat in the body. EMTG is the small amount of fat, a few hundred grams, in muscle fall between muscle fibers and asphalt droplets within muscle cells. Even in the leanest endurance runner, there are several thousand grams of fat from adipose tissue, fat under the skin and in the abdomen between the organs. Fat-loading diets have been used by trained and untrained endurance athletes to improve fat oxidation and spare carbohydrate during exercise. Records observe that even previously untrained males who cycle train for 10 days and consume a high-fat diet increase their rate at which fat was burned during 90 minutes of exercise, thus sparing carbohydrate. However, although carbohydrate was spared, performance did not improve after 90 minutes. Fat as a fuel for exercise will be explored further in Chapter 6. Furthermore, trained athletes become adapted to higher oxidative stress by producing more antioxidant enzymes that enhance the enzymatic and antioxidant system. And hence, endurance-trained athletes have an enhanced endogenous antioxidant defense system. Furthermore, when protein is metabolized, nitrogen is excreted by urine, feces, sweat, and other secretions such as skin, hair, and nails. Training adaptations may improve protein retention to a greater extent than that of the average healthy person. Chapters 9 and 6 provide further information regarding training adaptations. It is imperative that athletes formulate their own individual goals and identify the barriers that limit the fulfillment of these aspirations. They can equip themselves with evidence-based knowledge and practical food skills to make better choices. The factors influencing athletes' energy and nutrient requirements and how to address it will be discussed in detail in the subsequent chapters. Chapter Summary. The nutritional composition of an athlete's diet affects their nutritional status and health, body mass and composition, nutrient availability, exercise performance, and recovery. The goals of an adequate sports diet can be used to establish a nutritional foundation for any athlete participating in any sport at every level of exercise. The barriers that may prevent athletes from choosing an adequate sports diet or adjusting their dietary behavior to achieve optimum performance are their own misconceptions about optimal sports nutrition practice, poor nutrition knowledge, dietary extremism, poor practical food skills, and frequent travel. Of key importance is that athletes need to understand energy and nutrient requirements for sport and exercise participation. and apply these principles to achieve and maintain a healthy body and optimal sports performance. Athletes need to be aware of the physical demands of their sport so that they can use this knowledge to consume an energy and nutrient-rich diet for sport that will support their training and competition. The preceding diet plays an important role in energy and metabolism during exercise. Trained athletes develop adaptation that enhance their ability to perform and recover between exercise sessions. Sessions, 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 sessions.
Encyclopedia of Clothing and Fashion. Preface. The Encyclopedia of Clothing and Fashion is the product of a new multidisciplinary field of inquiry